Hey yo guys, what is up? Today we're going to be talking about the Linkswell. This is the T-Style extra large radio for the Ram 1500 from, they say from 14, but in reality you can fit this on a 13 all the way up to 18. And this is the massive screen. Now, as we know, this is a 15.6 inch display. I have used it now ever since I completed the review. Or not the review, the unboxing and the installation, and also the hands-on. But now I can give you a little bit more information of pretty much what I like and what I don't like about this unit. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and set the key to the on position. And this is the massive display that I'm talking about. This thing is very, very bright, and that's one of the pros about it, or the things that I do like. It is super responsive. Every time you start the truck, it turns on within seconds. You guys just saw that here when I put the key on the ignition, and it started within seconds. That's very impressive, especially knowing that this is a aftermarket radio. Usually they delay a little bit more than that, but this one is quite fast until it has a time where it completely reboots, and then that's when you see the boot logo, which I have changed. Now it says Ram and it has the Ram logo. So every time you see that, it's because it has like a little sequence that it does after so many restarts. And everything is functional in the sense that all the features are working great, including the CarPlay feature. All I have to do is simply turn on the app, and you can see how fast that connected. The phone goes into the Bluetooth. It connects automatically every time I turn on the radio, so you don't have to do anything. Right now my phone is in my pocket, so I don't even have to take it out to do the things that I would do if I had it on my hand, which is a distraction. From here I can read my messages, I can make phone calls, and it works great. The microphone that came with it, in which right now it's a little bit off angle, it works great. I found out that it works a little better if you remove the little windscreen that comes with it. In this area here, you don't get a lot of wind even if you have the window open, so this is perfect to install it there instead of here, because here you can get the wind to actually hit it. So in order for that not to happen, just put it more towards like the corner where the windshield is, and that's going to be your best option. So yes, when it comes here to the quality of the microphone, people are saying that they have never heard me so clear before when testing other radios. So these are all just positive things, guys, that I'm mentioning. I do like the fact that it has a clean Android 11 system. It is not the most updated one, but it does the job quite well. You can of course surf the internet when you are connected to the Wi-Fi. Now keep in mind that if you are connected to the Wi-Fi, unfortunately you won't get wireless CarPlay. That will get interrupted, and this truck does not support, or not the truck is fine, this radio does not support wired CarPlay, which is a little bit of a bummer. I've seen radios that do support wired CarPlay. It does, however, support Android Auto, but not wired CarPlay. So yes, when it comes to the internet connectivity, if you turn on the Wi-Fi, you will automatically lose the wireless connectivity for CarPlay. We can call that a little bit of a negative if you want to say that. But one of the biggest things, now going into the things that I didn't like about this radio, is the fact that if you are wearing polarized glasses, the screen looks entirely black. So what that means is that if I'm over here driving, right, and of course through the camera, because it doesn't have anything polarized in front of it, well, you can see everything looks pretty good, right? But then as soon as you wear those glasses, everything here turns completely black. You can't see anything unless you tilt your head to the middle side here. Then that's when you can view the entire screen wearing the glasses. Now me, I am very sensitive to light, and I've been like this since I was a kid, and I have to wear glasses. Not a medical diagnosis, but I'm pretty sure that there is something medical going on with my eyes, because it's kind of like it just feels like too bright, and my eyes kind of shut down a little bit, and sometimes my eyes go watery if it's very bright outside, like in the middle of the day, it's very sunny and I don't have glasses. My eyes do get watery, so I have to wear glasses, and I can't tint my front windshield because it is not legal. So yes, when it comes to viewing the screen, if you have heavy polarized glasses, you're gonna have some problems with it, and well, that's not a good thing, guys. Another complaint that I had to make about this radio is gonna be with the AC system. You see, every time you mess with the AC, let's say I want to turn it off, I like to turn it off because according to a lot of mechanics that I've heard in the past, turning off your AC prolongs the longevity of the compressor clutch and the compressor itself, and sometimes even the actual starter, because when you leave that clutch engaged and you restart the truck, that clutch is going to move along with everything because you never turn it off, and it can cause premature damage to the compressor. And that's why I probably never had any issues with AC units, is because of the fact that I always turn it off before I turn off the truck. So getting to what I want to say is that in order to do that, you had to swipe to the right or to the left, and you had to click on climate, and then from here you have your button to turn it on and off. And to me, that's a little bit of a bummer. I wish that they could have implemented software wise like a little assistive touch or something that made it a little bit easier, something that you can get to immediately, so that you know, you can add the button, the floating button, and turn off the AC. And unfortunately, it does not have that, guys. So as a result of not having the AC controls a little bit more accessible, well, I had to mention it, guys. There is an app. There's an app for the good news. Now there is an app that you can access directly, but even that requires for me to hit the home key and then get to the app and then turn it off. So you can see the pain where when I had the buttons on the bottom, I would just click on the button and that was it. So maybe what they can do in the future is have a user interface like this, the exact same one. There's nothing wrong with it, but maybe add somewhere around here the little button to turn it on and off. All right, so besides that, everything else is working great. Let's go ahead and start the truck, and let's go ahead and place it in reverse. So the camera was recently replaced. The factory camera was replaced with another camera, and this is the camera right here. So everything is working well. You have some settings on the bottom that you can take advantage of, and that's great. Also, guys, I learned that this radio, like many other aftermarket radios, it has two separate settings that you can take advantage of. One is if you want to program, or you have to program the AC module on your truck, you do that here on system. Let me see if it was system or if it was, hold on, give me 1 second. Let's see, user. It's one of these right here, boot animation, system. Let's see, I don't think it's here. I don't see it, but I know there's a setting that you can do where it allows you to set your AC controls. It could be on the other one. Let's see here. It could be on the one that says car settings right here. This is car settings. Let's go into car settings, and no, it is not here either. I don't see it. But anyways, you have two different settings on this vehicle. You had the ones that are kind of like for the radio, and also kind of involves your truck, and some of them are like the antenna power, the dimmer. You can choose this depending on how you want your brightness to be. If it's let's say it's nighttime, you have your headlights on, it'll adjust based on the settings that you have here for the daytime and also the nighttime. And yes, you can change the language, the units, you can even change the region from here. You have the audio stuff, and for the audio, this is the best that I found that works with this radio. You can just copy and paste basically what I did here, but since I have an amplifier, I went here and set the sub gain to about 14. That gives me the perfect sub. It feels like it's well balanced now, and I'm getting great audio from this system, which is great. So moving on to video, you can activate and deactivate the HDMI input. You have users, and from here you can set the default navigation app. You can set the boot logo, which is what I did. The boot logo, I set it up to RAM. You can simply download these logos from Google, which I did. And now every time my radio restarts, I think I put this one in. Let's see. Yeah, I think I put that one in, and it looks very nice when you restart. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and boot it up so that way you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let's go back and let's go ahead and say reboot now, and then from here you will see that logo in no time, guys. Aside from that, I wish the display had a deeper color tint to it. There we have it, guys. That's the RAM logo that I told you before, and I just wish that the screen didn't have so much glare. As you can see, you can actually see the seat here for the passenger. You can see the backside. You can see my hand very clearly. It has a lot of glare, which is not necessarily something that I like. Sometimes the reflections can be a little annoying, but yeah, there we have it for the reboot, guys. Let's go back into settings, and then we have things like the user. You can change the boot logo. You can customize applications. Let's see, maybe we can customize the AC application, and unfortunately we can't, guys. Okay, so we have the voice, and then after that we have settings. So setting guide, oh, there we have it. So to activate the AC controls, as I told you guys before, we have things here like the car model, and right now for this Ram 1500 I have the Bighorn 2015. I have it as Dodge Ram Mid, and then other, and that's all you have to do. You reset or restart, excuse me, your radio, and that's how you get it done. You have the seat and steering, camera switch, temperature display, factory amp, reverse and mute, or reverse mute, which means that every time you put it in reverse, the music goes off, and so on and so forth, guys. So again, you can do a lot of customization on here, and of course it's Android. You can do a lot of things, and that's very, very good. So another thing here is that the steering wheel controls, they work perfectly well with the truck. I have no complaints there. So all in all, guys, if you want a solid rating of this radio, because of the negative things that I told you about, I had to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It would have gotten a little better if it wasn't because of the sunglasses issue, that when you have polarized glasses, the whole screen turns black. And you can solve that by using less intense sunglasses, like they're not as dark, then you can still see the display quite well. But you get the idea, guys. You had to sacrifice what you have or what you like in order to view the display. To me, that's a little bit of a bummer. But besides that, it is a great radio, big display. You can see everything on here. You also have the split screen feature, so you can be doing two things separately, and that's pretty cool. So now I got YouTube and the maps on the same display, just split it, of course, so I can be watching videos and having the navigation at the same time. These are cool little features that I absolutely loved. I also like this multi-purpose knob. It's very, very sensitive, and it has this like clicking type of feel every time you move it around, and it feels very solid, and it's actually very futuristic because you have that little tiny display in the middle, which is all part of the same screen, but it looks really, really cool, and it does work. Zero glitches, no problems whatsoever when it comes to these to this knob. And also, of course, the capacitive keys right here, they work perfect. And yes, we also have the SIM card tray on here. That worked great. Now, I never really put a SIM card on here, but I'm pretty sure that if I do, it will work just fine. I have the antennas plugged in on the inner side, as you guys saw from the installation. There are a lot of features that you guys didn't see on this video, but I just mainly wanted to let you know that if you buy, what to expect. That was the kind of review I was doing here. And again, it is a very good radio, but I wish that they could correct those issues to make it perfect. But this being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, and share. Click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this. and I'll see you on my next one.